Okay, this one hit me hard. I felt resentful, and it did not feel good. I was not feeling really good about it. This is a real moment, happened this morning. I felt like someone was copying me, taking something from me. Can you call that a lack consciousness? But that's very human. So I want you to understand that these things happen to all of us. And I almost thought, oh, I can't share this. This is embarrassing. You know, here's the thing. It's only embarrassing if you think it's embarrassing or if you identify with it. I was really upset, and I shared it with my daughter, and she said, "Mommy, that's not you. That's a program running." And I had been spiraling down in this and telling myself, this is wrong, you shouldn't be thinking like this. So what was I adding? When I was telling myself that I was wrong for feeling this way, I literally was creating more energy, putting more energy to it and making it bigger. So that resentment and that frustration, this is a stability moment and a teaching moment for me, for you, because these things happen. And deep inside of us, in our humanity, there were times of lack, and that there wasn't enough, and our consciousness was of there's not enough. And I grew up in a family of, there were 9 of us, and so if somebody was copying you or taking something from you, it was taking something from you, and so finding your place. So I literally noticed that with my daughter telling me that what I had added, the meaning was, this isn't fair. What about me? I'm right. I wrote this down, and why is this happening? Like, if you think about these things, it's like the brain is making meaning of these emotions, and I literally started to spiral. So this is, just so you know, this is activation, and I'm not talking about like a spiritual activation. I'm talking about, I was activating programs deep within me that I didn't realize like how deep those were. I rewire every day, so things start coming up to be pruned. But it was that resentment did not feel good at all, and what really didn't feel good was knowing that once that I was pushing against it. So that made it even more powerful. So what is the understanding that this is a program? And first of all, I just want to be really honest with you that I did not even go into, wait a minute, this is a moment of stability, which I have done many, many times. I have trained myself to do that, and it's pretty much my default. But this was such a deep program that I was just like spiraling and saying, I should stop this. I know I'm spiraling. I need to stop this. But I was so busy judging myself for having this wrong feeling, which is not wrong, literally, it's a program, that I wasn't even neutralizing it. And so it happens to us all. These are very deep-seated programs. So here's a self-talk phrase that really helped me. Once my daughter said, "That's a program, Mommy, that's not you." I was like, oh, okay. So first of all, that helps to neutralize it. But I had to hear that from my daughter. I was not going there. So I want you to know that sometimes this happens. So the self-talk phrase is, nothing that is meant for me can be taken from me. Nothing that is meant for me can be taken from me. That really helped me. The other thing that helped me was to put my hand on my solar plexus, because that's where I felt it, like right in my gut, and just breathe and let go and say that nothing is meant for me that can be taken from me. So if somebody is going to copy something, it's like they can't take my work. And that was not even the case anyway. My brain was making meaning. So I just, this is where repetition matters. Repeat, 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 that nothing is meant for me can be taken from me. And know that and continue to repeat that, because these are reactions from a program. And we don't remove them once. We replace them, we prune them over time. So this is how, I'm human too, and we don't stay in it. But these moments of stability, these that I am sharing with you, most of them come from like yesterday, like what happens in my own life, because it's not just me, it's you, it's all of us. We have these stability moments where we choose to continue in the destabilization, and it is a choice, by the way. And I knew that it was a choice, but I didn't know how to get out of it because the adrenaline and the cortisol, it was already all flooding through my body. And I was trying to stop that. So taking a breath, and here's the thing. It's not that it lasts like that years ago, just that could have lasted for days, weeks, months in my body with that cortisol. Every single time I think about it, it would probably get me spiraling again. It's how quickly you move out of it. So the whole thing for me lasted maybe 30 minutes. 30 minutes. Next time, because now I'm aware of that, it might last 10 minutes. And the more that I rewire with programs, and always in the description, I always have the how you can rewire as well. There's an app, and it's always in there. So these reactions, literally, you can rewire them, and so that you don't stay in it. You don't want to stay in these. They're not any fun. But it's literally you are stopping that, and making light of it. Like even my daughter making light of it, very serious. Of that's not you, mommy. That's a program. Like, oh. And first of all, when you recognize that it's a program and it's not you, because I was beating myself up for it, it just takes the shame. It neutralizes that. And that is when you can stop the cascading of those emotions flowing through you. And they're not just flowing, they're flooding. When you're emotional about something and it's a negative or positive. I mean, you could be super excited and you could have all kinds of things, happening for you as well. But that's also flooding with chemicals. So, and once that starts happening, it can be very challenging to reverse that. And those chemicals can stay in your body for hours. So the more that you're aware, the more quickly you can move yourself into rather than the programmed reactor, because that was me, that state I moved in the PDF is always in the description as well, showing you the model that I created around stability. But the programmed reactor, which that state I was in, I was spiraling down and I became an internal operator. I was aware, and then I paused. And it's like, is this truth? I'm making stories. And then I could start to spiral up again. And it did take me a while, but I did it. And next time it'll take me less time and less time and less time, and that'll happen for you as well. So download the model if you haven't already, so that you can see how that works and understand it. And you can choose the state that when you have a stability moment, meaning a moment that could destabilize you, or you could stabilize that moment, you can see how that works. So I was excited to share this with you once I moved out of this is embarrassing and all of that. I love you so very, very mucho. You can do, be, have, change, create, become absolutely anything. I believe in you. You can do this. And we will see you, by the way, today is day 6, and we'll see you for day 7 tomorrow in our 365 days of stability moments. Ciao.